Welcome to my channel, SL Medium. This is Sen. Please remember that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Hello everyone. Okay, I'm back. Today is Friday, February 4th. I know I've been off for quite some time. If I believe correctly, I was supposed to post a few readings last week, and so now it's been about 3 weeks, and I'm really sorry if it's taken so long, but I've had to deal with a number of different issues, and so and on top of that, I work full time, so I had to deal with all kinds of energies. And so I'm back anyway. Hopefully everybody is doing well, considering the situation. For me, being in Eastern Canada, we've had quite an interesting turn of events, which has apparently inspired a lot of people around the world. So it's sort of the energy that I want to look into right now, and wanted to look into last week. I looked into it, but realized that I had not recorded anything. So I have my deck here that maybe I can show you. The same deck that I use, I kind of use this deck here. So this is the deck that I'm using. I don't know. We'll see. I have like three other decks that I can use, but I'm not quite sure yet. So anyways, what I want to look into is the energy of, you might have heard about this. We have it started off last week, as 2 weeks ago, as a truck convoy for freedom in Canada, in Ottawa, that basically a truck convoy that left the most western province of Canada, BC, British Columbia. That convoy drove all the way to Ottawa, and there was a convoy that left Newfoundland, which is the most eastern province in Canada, and that convoy drove all the way to Ottawa as well, which clogged up Ottawa last weekend, which would have been the weekend of the Super Bowl, and also it would have been they were meant to be there for January 29th. And basically what I want to look into is the energy. I get a very, very interesting feeling about this. Obviously, this convoy for freedom, it turned into a much bigger movement than what it was intended to be. And as far as I'm concerned, I think it's a good idea. It was about time that something happened. And I don't like to talk about politics on my channel, but I absolutely applaud the creativity of the people who came up with it. But so what I want to look into is the energy of this convoy, this movement that has happened, and I want to see. I want to see what it'll do, or how that energy, anyways, we'll see the energy. So what I get first, the first card that I get is here, and like I've said before, sorry, I read the cards intuitively. And the first thing that I'm drawn to for this card is the sentence, everything happens for a reason. So that's coming from this card, that's about the only thing that I get. And I'm looking at the bottom of this, not the screen, but the bottom of the picture here, and I see a box. I see a few boxes which look like gifts or presents. And what I'm getting is not only everything happens for a reason, so this is happening for a reason, but also that this Convoy for Freedom is a gift to the world, and it was divinely guided. So that's about all I get from here. Yeah, I'm drawn to the other gift here, which would be on the dresser. So it's a gift to the world. Okay, I like this. Now I want to know more about the energy of this convoy. I want to know what I feel like the results. I want to know more about this movement. I won't call it the convoy, I'm going to call it the movement, but I want to know more about the energy of this movement. And a lot of people have been wondering how long it will last, considering that the movement, those who started the movement, apparently have raised over $10 million to support the truckers and everybody that's in the movement, that's participated in the movement, in Canada, that is, or from BC, if you will. But I know that this weekend, there's a, this weekend, in case you see this video, like at some other point, at some other point, rather, than like more over today or next week. That's too many cards. This weekend, which is February 4th, 5th, and 6th, there's a convoy coming. I'm in the province of Quebec, so there's a convoy coming from the eastern part of Quebec, the north coast, and the lower sorry, the north coast and the eastern part of Quebec. They're coming to clog up Quebec City, the same way that they did with Ottawa, but clog up Quebec City. And interestingly enough, the energy of this weekend in Quebec City is the carnival. That's an annual thing. I don't know if it happened. I think it happened last year, but I'm not sure. So I want to know, a lot of people actually want to know how long this might last, how long this movement might last. And I've asked the cards, I've asked the energies question a few times in the last week, and I keep getting the same thing, which is as long as it'll need to. And what I just got, interestingly enough, but I just got, mind you, it's a minor arcana, okay? But I just got the 6th Gabriel, and the first thing I was drawn to is congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. So I'm taking from that the convoy is doing a great job. The movement is doing a great job. And from the dark knight here on the white horse, what I'm hearing or what I'm getting is that interestingly enough, the darkness is being defeated by the light. So yeah, although it's a minor arcana, I'm getting that because we have two minor arcanas here. We have this one, we have the 5 of Raphael and 6 of Gabriel. Usually I'm really drawn, usually I'm really drawn to the numbers, and this time not at all. But I'm drawn to the pictures and the fact I'm getting the fact that there are two minor arcanas. It's not only everything happens for a reason, but that the energy in the movement is doing what it's supposed to do. So it's giving, yeah, the energy is doing what it's supposed to do. And it doesn't really tell me how long for the moment. Okay, do I take all this? I'm getting only the cross, so that must be this one. And what do I have here? Interesting. I'm gonna look at this one anyway. Yeah, okay, no, I understand why. Okay, so if I look at this one here, what I'm drawn to, the first thing I was drawn to was the Queen of Gabrielle. So I'm not sure, but I think in tarot this would be the same as the Queen of Wands. I'm getting that it would be the Queen of Wands, might not be, but Gabrielle is communication. And if I'm not mistaken, Wands are communication as well. But what I'm getting is I'm looking at the sentence at the bottom here, which is the first sentence: you can do anything right now. So what I'm getting from this, really, I'm just drawn to the sentence. I don't know why I'm not drawn at all to numbers, or not that much drawn to the picture in this one, but very much drawn to that sentence: you can do anything right now. Oh, and okay, there, I'm looking at the trumpets as well, which is quite interesting because the movement uses a lot of the honking the horns on the cars and on the trucks. But if I go back to the sentence, you can do anything right now, would it brings me back to the idea that I'm getting that the movement is on the right track. The movement is on the right track to getting what it's supposed to get. So it's doing the right thing right now. And the energy of the movement is one that is passionate. I'm drawn to passionate, charming, brilliant, and independent. So I'm sort of getting that whatever you hear, whatever you hear about the movement folding, for those who are for it, don't be discouraged. And for those who are not for it, I'm getting, for those who are not for it, brace yourself. Brace yourselves, because Interesting. I'm getting it ain't over till it's over. So this is, maybe I'll come back to it, but for now, that's what it is. I'll leave it like that. And then I picked up this one here. And for this one, I am drawn, I'm not sure yet what I'm drawn to. Kind of the card in general. It's really interesting. I'm getting drawn to this man here. And obviously, given the, I guess the house or the temple, I'm not sure exactly, but I'm drawn to this man here who, I'm getting a samurai, and I'm not too familiar with Chinese culture or Japanese culture. Samurai, I have no idea if that's Chinese or Japanese, but I'm getting drawn to this. And interestingly enough, this time not drawn at all to the text at the bottom of the card, but really drawn to him and drawn to the chest here with the money. I guess you guys can't see it. I don't know if you can see it better like this. Oh yeah, okay. That's better. Yeah. I'm drawn to the let's say I'll put it the Asian man. The Asian man with the chest with the money in it. And for those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, it's I'm tapping into the energy of the movement right now, the Freedom Convoy. And the energy that I'm getting is because I'm trying to figure out now, looking into the energy, how long this might last. And although I get a 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months, I also get as long as it'll need to last, which is what we got from these two cards. As long as it'll need to last, but you know, the energy is on the right track. And it's actually what I get from this card as well. That the energy is on the right track, and I sort of get a 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months, could go all the way to 4, either 4 weeks or 4 months. But the energy is on the right track. And to come back to this, it's really interesting. I'm trying to figure out what the energy, I'm seeing a lot of things in here. I'm trying to figure out what the energy of this Asian man is for the energy of the movement. And I'm getting that it is very spiritual. Very, kind of very spiritually intellectual. So I'm not quite sure what that could mean. But kind of very spiritually intellectual. But nonetheless, the energy of the movement is on the right track. And I'm hearing I'm getting it will be prosperous, which is where the chest with the coins come in. It'll be very prosperous. And interestingly enough, I'm getting, for those of you who believe in the cause, don't despair. Really have faith. Interestingly enough, this movement's going to win. So I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure what the requests are from the movement to the government. I'm not sure what they are. I know that they have a list of requests, but I'm not exactly sure what they are. But in spite of not knowing what they are, what I'm getting is, like I said, I'm getting drawn to this little, this Asian person here, and I'm getting that the fight, the energy of the fight is intellectually spiritual. So it's not emotional, it's really spiritual. The people who are drawn to the cause, or the people who are inspired to keep up with the movement, feel like they're on a spiritual quest, but it's not based on how they feel. It's based, and that makes sense. It's not based on how they feel. It's based on, okay, I'm not sure I should say that, but it's based on everything that has been imposed in the last 2 years. I was getting another type of, not another type of message, but another way to convey the message, which was a bit more vulgar. So, but no, it's all about, the energy is all about being intellectually spiritual, or spiritually intellectual. Yeah, whichever way you want to put it. But how long is it going to last? Right. What I'm seeing for sure, I'm seeing that there's going to be, there's prosperity at the end of all this. I keep getting they're going to win. And how long this movement could last? At the moment, I'm getting 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4. And it could also be 2 to 3 months, maybe 4. So if it's 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4, it would take us into March. And if it's 2 to 3 to March 2022, and if it's 2 to 3 months, then it would take us, we're in February, so March, April, May, June. It would take us to June. So let's see. That would be a lot of noise. A lot of noise for 4 months, but it's okay. All right. My last question for this one is, obviously always with the energy, what could be what is the outcome of this movement? Let's see. Yes. Sorry. I might have to draw more cards with this. Okay. I am getting new beginning, and I love it. I mean, that's the first thing I was drawn to, new beginnings. And I'm drawn to the number 20. which we're in 2022. So, but what I'm getting from 20, I'm getting, don't get sidetracked. What I'm getting from 20 is not only to have faith, but also to have no fear. And I'm getting drawn to, interestingly enough, I'm getting starting of a new life, but mostly beginnings, like not much from this here. But from the new beginnings, obviously it's kind of self-explanatory, but what I could say that I'm getting is from new beginnings, it's I'm kind of getting an image of like we've been through a storm for 2 years. Okay, I'm getting the image of like an incredible number of people, like I would say a number of people in maybe the thousands, coming out of a huge barn, and the look on their face is sort of, oh my gosh, we can breathe again. They're coming out of that barn, oh my gosh, we can breathe again. And interestingly enough, although the look on their face is kind of disbelief and kind of disbelief at having been in that barn for so long, and in disbelief, but also at the same time kind of relief that they've been protected, and protected and isolated, weirdly so. It's kind of a conflict in emotions, but what I'm seeing that they're looking at is it's as if they expected, those people coming out of the barn expected to see like a completely destroyed world, but they come out of the barn realizing that nothing has changed. Like nothing has been touched. Everything is back. It's as if the time they spent in the barn brought the world to a standstill. And now they're coming out of the barn and they can go back to their lives, obviously with a bit of healing to do because of having been restricted, having been isolated in that barn. But they come out and it's like disbelief that they can finally breathe, but at the same time kind of stepping into the new world, which is exactly the same as the old world. I don't know if that makes any sense, and I'm sorry if you saw something fall. That is a sticker that I have to block my camera when I'm not online. Yeah, so that's sort of what I'm seeing. The people coming out of that barn in disbelief that they can finally breathe, that they can finally come out of isolation, but at the same time looking at this world, and I'm looking at this world with a different set of eyes. The world hasn't changed, but looking at it with a different set of eyes. And just so you know, although I know the other cards are all minor arcanas, this one is a major arcana. So it's a new beginning. I'm going to check into something. I still have a bit of time, even though it's I know I'm going to have more than a half hour for this video and I didn't want to, but it's okay. What I want to know is, with this new beginning, will we experience like a new world, or with this new beginning, will we experience the downfall of the authority that we've known so far? No, sorry. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this. All right, so I'm getting the world drawn to 21. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. Yeah. First, this card was on top of, they both fell on the floor, but this card was on top of the other. And I am kind of drawn, I'm not kind of, but I'm drawn to coming full circle. So I'm getting that the energy of this movement will bring the world, and it didn't take very long. It took about a week for the world to stand up and to protest. So the energy of this movement will bring to the world what the world has needed for quite some time. I'm hearing a new world order, but not in the sense that I'm getting that, but not in the sense of what was planned originally. It's more in the sense of finding solutions, which is not what authorities have done in the past 2 years, or over more than the past 2 years. And this outcome brings this one here, and it brings, I'm drawn from this card, I'm drawn to the rainbow. And interestingly enough, at the very beginning of the situation where we've gone through in the past 2 years, I've heard, well, not I've heard, but we saw at the very beginning, and I know we did in Canada, but I don't know if it was like that around the world. We would see that symbol going around of the rainbow, that everything was going to be okay. And what I'm getting is, yes, everything will be okay. Everything's going to be okay. and I'm getting no thanks to authorities, but thanks to the movement. And that's it. All right. So this is what I have from this energy. This is what I have. And if you like this video, please feel free to like, share, subscribe to my channel. And I want to thank those of you who have subscribed already. I really was not expecting, I really wasn't expecting the number of subscriptions that I got in 1 month since I started this channel. I posted the first video on December 29th, sorry, or December 30th. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. But thank you so much with the number of subscribers that I have now. And thank you so much for all the love and support. The information, if there's any question, there's information in the description box. If ever you don't find the information that you need in the description box, you could always email me. And yeah, and it helps grow the channel. It helps with if anybody needs to see these videos, obviously subscribing, liking, sharing helps with people seeing this video being available to a broader audience, if you will. And so yeah, that's it. So thank you, and hopefully in February we can move to having even more subscribers, and we can grow the channel even more. So on that note, I will say I will see you in the next video. All right, have a good time. Bye. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me. If you like this video, please feel free to click the like button, share, and subscribe if you have not done that already. Any additional information you might need is in the description box below. Feel free to email me if you do not find what you are looking for. Videos should be posted as often as on a bi-weekly or weekly basis, so consider hitting that bell to be notified. And on that note, I will see you next time.